Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to what I'm going to call my new favourite game. Yes, as usual, my name is Mike, otherwise known as the Gadget Addict, and I want to talk to you today about Titanfall. Now, as you know, for most of the time I've done my channel, actually, everything I've been playing has been on the PlayStation. But when I upgraded to PS4 and all that, I didn't get rid of my Xbox 360. I wanted to keep it just in case there was a game I wanted to play, and Titanfall was it. Now, this week in the EA sale, Titanfall and all its DLC were like 10 quid. 10 shiny human earth pounds on Xbox Marketplace in the EA sale. So I decided, I've been watching so many people play this game online on YouTube for a little while, so people like Bipolar Bear, he's been playing a lot of Titanfall, and I've been desperate to try it, but never had an Xbox One, and never really wanted to pay 40 quid or 45 quid or whatever it was on the Xbox Live store to buy it for the Xbox 360. But when it came for a tenner, I thought, why not, let's have a punt, and you know what, I fucking love it. I think it's just so brilliant. Now, anyone who knows me will go, hey, whoa, what are you doing, Mike? You hate multiplayer shooter games. And by and large, you're right. I hate the likes of Call of Duty, Battlefield, games like that, because, you know what, I'm not good at them. And people grind and grind and grind forever, and to me, they're just no fun. Now, Titanfall is very, very different. Obviously, it was made by the guys who made Call of Duty 4, so it was made by Wes and Zampella, the guys who were behind Call of Duty 4 and Infinity Ward back in the day. But Titanfall is just it feels refreshingly like the old style of Call of Duty, but it's also something different. So to me it's like it's some weird hybrid, but it is just so much fun. And I think that's one of the reasons why I went off Call of Duty, because in its strive for realism and accurate weapons and that kind of thing, it lost the fun, it lost the spectacle of it. And, I mean, you know, Call of Duty, you go into a match, you'll have a load of 15-year-olds screaming down microphones at you, people camping, people quick-scoping you and all that kind of shit. And Titanfall doesn't do that. What Titanfall does have is, well, these giant fucking robots. You know, who doesn't want giant fucking pilotable robots that you can go in and just tear shit up with? You know, they're humanoid, they have hands, they have feet, they can walk on you and tread on you. They fall from the fucking sky. I mean, what more? I mean, just there, look, he just walked on us. I mean, what more do you? What more do you want, really? The key thing is, it is fun, and there are a few things that I quite like about it that it does much better over Call of Duty. For instance, Call of Duty has that snap to target thing, which means you can snap quite quickly across several enemies at once. You know, you just keep tapping the iron sights, and there is a little bit of aim compensation in Titanfall, but it doesn't snap to target. You still have to actually aim, which is something that I find so much easier to do than snap to target, because snap to target I always end up targeting the wrong thing. As well as that, the maps are so interesting. I mean, this map is... all the maps are huge, because they've got to have space for these Titans to walk around in. And it's great, there's this great level of verticality. I mean, some of these maps are bigger than levels in campaign modes in games I've played. You know, you have huge areas to stomp around in and to smash around and to destroy the shit out of stuff. You have lots of areas where, if you want to, you can kind of hide and snipe, but it's quite easy to be spotted when you're doing that. And then on top of that, you've got these fucking Titans. I mean, at some point in this video, I think it's a little bit later on, I end up in a fist fight. A Titan versus Titan fist fight. Which is just so funny. It's immense. You know, your Titan gets destroyed, you eject up in the air, and you just keep kicking the shit out of things in general. Now, I mean, I will say off the bat, I've only been playing it for a few hours overall, and I'm not that good at it yet, but on the other hand, I don't completely suck. Which I think is a big thing for me. Oh, I think, is this... Yeah, this is it. This is the Titan on Titan fist fight right here. Look at that. Boom. It's brilliant. And like I say, it's just the amount of fun that there is in this game is just immense. It doesn't seem to take itself too seriously. It is just multiplayer though, which is, I think, something that lets it down. It doesn't have a campaign mode to it. Which I mean, it's not a bad thing. Not every game needs to have a campaign mode to it, but I think it could. There was a lot of criticism when it first came out that without having a campaign mode, it's like the lifespan is quite short of it, and I think that was reflected. A lot of players dropped off it, kind of last summer, and then have obviously gone back to Call of Duty. But I mean, there's a fair few players on now, probably because it's quite cheap in the sale. And it is just so worth it. And I think another thing as well, I mean, it was made by Respawn. Blueprint were the people who like converted it down to Xbox 360, and I mean, this is running on Xbox 360. It's smooth as fuck. It looks great. I mean, I don't have an Xbox One. If I had an Xbox One, believe me, I would have already had this game for a long time. But playing it on the Xbox 360, I don't feel like I'm losing anything. Like, the graphics to me are good enough that it doesn't matter that I'm playing it on the 360. I mean, what I would sincerely hope is when Respawn come to make Titanfall 2, which, you know, it's gonna happen. I mean, this game was amazing. When they come to make Titanfall 2, I really, really hope it's cross-platform. Because, I mean, obviously, you can only get it on the 360, the Xbox One, and the PC. Which, you know, if they let it out on the PS4 and the PS3 as well, then it would have destroyed Call of Duty. It just would have been so huge. But obviously they signed the exclusivity and all that kind of thing. So yeah, I really hope that the next one comes out on the PS4 as well, because that would just make my that you know, a game like this on the PS4. Because I mean, the PS4, I mean, it has like Call of Duty and Battlefield and all that, but I don't like those games. But this game I do like. You know, it's fast, it's frenetic. It's so chaotic. I mean, I'll be putting some more content up from this, not just this video. But there are some levels which they're just clusterfucks. You're just jumping around like a fucking lunatic, shooting the shit out of everything. It's great. I mean, this was my second ever match that I've recorded here, so I'm still getting a bit used to the controls, trying to learn the map. I mean, I haven't learnt the maps yet, roughly, anyway. You know, it just... So I'm not playing my best. Obviously, when I know the maps better and I know where I can and can't go and where the best sniping spots are and that kind of thing, I'll be able to do it much better. But in this instance, I mean, look, just the Titans are just immense. I mean, I'm taking two on at the same time here. I think I do kill one of them, actually. Yeah, that's pretty much all I've got to say on it at the minute, but God almighty, it is just such a good game. And if you've got an Xbox One or an Xbox 360, or if you're a PC player, and you don't have Titanfall, you want to look in the mirror, have a word with yourself, and then put some cash down and buy it. Because you know what, especially if you like kind of multiplayer shooter games. Yeah, in fact, before I end, that is the only criticism that I can levy to it. Really, I'm not very well. That's probably more me than anything. I'm not very good at telling my teammates apart from the enemy, so I keep attacking my teammates, which is it's led to some hilarious things coming over the party chat. But yeah, so yeah, if you're a PC player or an Xbox player and you don't have this game, but you kind of like multiplayer shooters, it's definitely worthwhile getting. It's so much fun. You bounce up and down on the walls, you get a giant fucking robot to jump in and tear your opposing team a new arsehole. It's just so worth getting. So yeah, I'm going to leave this here. If you enjoyed this, please do leave a like and subscribe. Come back soon we're going to have a load of new content over the next couple of months. I've got Resident Evil. I am going to do a bit more Titanfall as well. And then there's obviously Grand Theft Auto, and whatever else I happen to have on the PS4. I can't quite remember at the minute. But anyway, thank you for watching, and good night.